Hello everyone, welcome back to the forge. Now today we're going to be taking this piece of steel here. This is a piece left over from the cleaver build. This is the piece I held onto with the tongs. And we're going to be forging it into a hidden tang knife. Now I don't expect to get a very big knife out of this, but that's okay. It's 1/4 inch thick, 1 3/4 inches long, 1 1/8 wide, so we should be able to get something decent out of it. So that being said, this is 5160 if you're wondering. I'm going to get it tossed in the forge, and let's get to moving some metal. Alright, so here's where we are right out of forging. So I'm going to go ahead and take this to the grinder. I'm going to clean up the perimeter on this and get our shoulders roughed in, and then we're ready to heat treat it. Alright, so let's get to work. Alright, so for the handle material for this knife, I'm going to be using this little piece of antler that I have. I've already drilled the hole out, drilled the center of this antler out quite a while back. All I had to do is go in with my broach and do a little bit of cleanup work here on the end. And that's how we're looking so far. So I'm going to come on in, I'm going to make a guard and then a pommel and everything. But right now we need to turn our attention to heat treating this blade and getting it tempered. So let's get it tossed in the forge. Alright, so everything went great in the quench. Come out of the temper nice and straight. No cracks, no problems. I went ahead and taken a Sharpie and I've drawn my lines on here to where I want to finalize my bevels. So I'm going to get my file guide on there, get on the grinder, get these done, and then we'll move on to making a guard. Alright, let's get after it. Alright, so here we are right off the grinder. I'm going to go ahead and use a piece of mild steel for the bolster up here, and I'm going to use a mild steel butt cap. So let's get to work on those. Alright, so I got the lines laid out to drill the tang. I'm going to put it right through here. And the way that I did this is, I know that line there is not centered. I don't need a whole lot of steel, so it's just a piece of scrap. So I just laid the tang. I drew a line across there, laid the tang with the shoulders against that line, took a scribe, whatever you have, something sharp, marked it, and then I took the drill bit, which is what I have right here, and I laid it in here so I don't over drill it this way. I laid it in here, marked it off, laid it on this end, marked it off, and then I'll put the third hole right here. And so that should keep everything squared away. So let's go ahead and get this punched and get it drilled, and then it's time to break out some files. Alright, so here's where we are. I have the bolster material fitted up here. I just got to put the antler portion on here and use a scribe and go around it and then grind it to shape, cut it to shape. And I've got our pommel material here ready. So what I'm going to do in this pommel is, it's not going to be a mechanical fit to the tang of this, because this knife's not going to be being used to beat through anything or anything like that. Also, the reason I'm doing this is our tip of our tang is really thin. See if I can get that to get focused in there. Yeah, it's super thin. And if I start trying to weld that, I'm not a great welder. I'm just going to burn all this up. And so this tang is more than long enough. And I will grind in some little divots along the edge here so the epoxy will bite nice and hard, so this knife will not come apart. But I do need a butt cap, because if you look here, yeah, this was pretty pithy inside, and so it'll be nice and soft in there. I don't want to just smooth it over and then have it come in all the pieces here, even sealed. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this piece of 1/8 of an inch mild steel, same kind of material we used to make the bolster with, and I've got this piece of all thread, and I have ground a little bit of a taper on it, and I have drilled here in this piece, and I'm going to put this in like this, and then I'm going to go over to my welder and I'm going to weld it in place. Now, pinning butt caps on knives, on hidden tang knives, is pretty common. They'll put it on here, they'll put some pins through it, you know, just to cover up the end. I know a lot of people, professional knife makers, that do that. I'm doing this because this piece of all thread, once it's fastened there, will be permanent, and once I glue it in with the epoxy will settle in the threads of this piece of all thread and hold it in place with no problem at all. And so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to move on and start getting this wrapped up so we can get this knife finished up. Alright, so here's how we turned out. Nice and solid. Like I said, once we put that on there, that epoxy will settle in those threads. It'll be just fine. I have done this before on other knives that I've tested with chopping, and it doesn't come apart. Like I said, the handle will have to break all the pieces before this comes apart. And for those of you wondering why I didn't just come in here and do a pivot point, you know, swivel joint, I've done that before on here. This is really just too thin. I mentioned it earlier. Once I grind into that and then grind into the all thread that will be the pivot pin and pin it into place to get it through that tiny slot, it's just going to be basically the equivalent of this anyway. And so it's just an unnecessary step for this little tiny knife for me to do that. If this was a knife that I had done stock removal on and I had a nice long tang, I just would have threaded the end of the tang. But this being a build showing a little tiny piece of steel being made into a knife, there just wasn't enough material. So with that being said, let's move on to the next step. Alright, got the front fit up. Now I'm going to go ahead and move on to the pommel. Then we'll be ready to glue up. Alright, there's how she turned out. Not too bad for an 1 3/4 by an 1 1/8 piece of steel. Nice size, serviceable knife. With that being said, I appreciate you for watching this video. If you would, hit that sub button down below. Ring the notification bell to be notified of this content as it posts. And I'll catch you soon. You all have a good one. All right, bye-bye.